Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday. Uh, there's a concept that I want to express. Paul says to Timothy, "Lay hold of eternal life." Now, Timothy's obviously believed the gospel. He's saved. He believed that Jesus died for his sins, was buried, and rose on the third day. But Paul tells Timothy, "Lay hold of eternal life." And I heard this from a teacher, and that it's so good. When we consider giving thanks to God and we reckon ourselves dead to sin in the old way, that sin nature, when we reckon ourselves dead to that and alive to God in Jesus Christ, and we present ourselves as servants to obey, we're obeying the gospel, we're obeying the word that gives us life. The idea that I'm getting is to lay hold of this life that's in the Spirit, this eternal life, this divine life of God, the very life of God, which comes to me and gives me life. And I get to walk in that life. He lives in me. So, and I thank God for the truth. And my reckoning dead, the the course of this world, the course of the old man, the ways and the motions of sin, coming by the law to bring fruit unto death and by my members. When I go through this and I reckon myself dead and I reckon myself alive towards God, alive to God, I want to lay hold of a vision of something that's not, it's not just a soul life, it's not just emotion, it's not just bodily life, whether or not I'm, healthy or doing everything that the world describes as a, enjoyable life. No, there is a eternal life, which is almost like a realm. It's like a mental picture that I want to lay hold of. And it's not that I won't go and do stuff in my life or I won't get to enjoy certain things, but the concept is that eternal life is what I want to walk in by the Spirit. So the mindset on the Spirit is life and peace. So as I thank God that I'm dead to a normal, to the way of Adam, the way of walking in death and with my mind set on the flesh and set on what I'm doing, I'm laying hold of a vision of something that I don't see, but I am in this life. And for me, the mental picture is something of the garden, of a garden, of just a beautiful, it's like paradise in my mind. And it's, that's kind of the mental picture that I have. And you know what? I'm growing in that, but really it's him. It's his life. And it starts at, for me, it's starting at reckoning myself dead to sin and the flesh and the law, and reckoning myself alive to God in Jesus Christ. And it it's growing. It's something to lay hold on. I already have it. I already have it. He guarantees it. I trusted him. He's not going to lose anyone that he has saved. He loses none. It's a guarantee. His word stands sure. Even when we're faithless, he remains faithful. But I want to lay hold of that and taste it and enjoy it and walk in it. I want life and peace. And I find so much that when I reckon myself dead to sin and the flesh and dead to the law, but mostly sin, mostly sin. I don't want to, it starts with the motions of sin, and then they come by the law. So at first, sin presents itself in a way of temptation, right? The motions of sin, and then they come by the law. So sin and temptation are there, but they want to engage with with me. They want to engage with me to get me to focus on another, not Christ, not eternal life. He gave his life. He wants me to focus on his life. So first, when temptation comes for me, or when something where I notice, okay, sin is wanting to move emotion. The motions of sin they're active. Instead, I reckon dead. I'm dead to that. And then focus on eternal life. This life which I've been given. And it doesn't have to be a grand vision, but we want to lay hold of that. It needs to be first a mental assent. It needs to be a mental assent. I recognize the truth. I recognize the truth. And I see something. I'm dead to that. I'm alive in a new way, a new and living way. And then, thank you. Thank you. It's true. It's true. And I can thank you for it because I recognize that that is truth. And then, we lay hold of the promise again. The vision increases. We're laying hold. And faith says, that's true. And thank you. And thank you. And is growing. So, good day. It's good. It's very good. So yeah, lay hold on eternal life, which you have. It's true. Lay hold on the truth. Lay hold on life. Lay hold on Jesus. And these truths in Romans 6, 7, and 8. Amazing. 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 See ya.